Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen. Often, the Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center to prepare for a d4 pawn push, where the knight will recapture if black captures on d4. Knight c6 helps control both the d4 square and the e5 square. Bishop b5 attacks the knight on c6 and prepares to castle kingside. d6 controls the e5 square, supports the c5 pawn, and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Bishop d7 develops the light-squared bishop and unpins the knight on c6. Rook e1 activates the rook and supports the e4 pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e4 pawn, and controls the d5 square. c3 controls the d4 square and prepares the d4 pawn push. a6 attacks the bishop on b5 and prepares the b5 pawn push. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. Solid, continuing with standard opening theory. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is the only move that works. This is an equal trade. The bishop joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. That was a free pawn. The opening development is progressing well. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. A solid choice. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This is the strongest option. With the rook now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action. The piece finds a new active square. White's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This is not the right idea. That's fine. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. One of the best moves. This overlooks a better way to defend a pawn that was... This threatens to eventually win material. This stops the opponent from being able to eventually win material. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. This blocks the attack on a bishop that could have been captured. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Black has got rid of their isolated pawn and improved their pawn structure. This allows the opponent to create a protected passed pawn. This misses an opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This is an equal trade. This threatens to tactically win a knight. Right on target. This misses an opportunity to create a passed pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This threatens to win material through it. This defends the attacked pawn. This wins time by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. This move puts the rook on a safer square. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. This is the only good move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This overlooks an opportunity to recapture a piece. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This misses an opportunity to create a pawn chain. This is the only move that works. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. This is the only good move. This is an equal trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is the way to win a pawn. This moves the rook to safety. This immobilizes the rook by pinning it to the king. This leads to losing a rook. This wins material. A very strong play. This continues the checkmate threat.